Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I post ballet and fitness related videos every single Tuesday, Thursday, and now Sunday. And if you're also new, you may as well hit subscribe. Today's video is going to be 3 key exercises that I use to help my side tilts. If you want a separate video delving and diving into the anatomy and the structural elements of a side tilt, let me know in the comments. For those of you who don't know, a side tilt is a side extension where you tilt the pelvis, tilt the hips to stack on top of one another. So it's a little bit different than a traditional développé à la seconde. In ballet, you actually try to tilt, again, the hip bone on top of the bottom hip bone, which is a little bit tricky for a lot of dancers, but this exercise, these 3 exercises have helped me immensely with my side tilt. So the first one, also make sure you're nice and warm before. We'll need a loop band and we're going to put it around our thighs, emphasis not on the knees, just above the knees. And you're also going to need a block. You don't necessarily need a block, but it's just as an extra challenge. So we're going to place a block underneath one knee, and we're going to place one elbow, the same elbow as the knee that's on the block on the floor, and one hand on the floor. We've done this kind of an exercise before in my ballerina workouts. It's essentially a fire hydrant, but we're just on one elbow and one hand with our knee on one block for a little bit more instability. So we're going to begin with some regular fire hydrants. Now these bands tend to slip up just because I'm wearing leggings. I would recommend doing 8 of these fire hydrants. Belly button to spine, let's go for 3. And we do 4. Notice I'm trying to stack my hips on top of one another. 5, just like I'm going towards a side tilt. 6, and we do 7, and the last one, 8. Don't worry if this slides up. We're going to stay here. Option 1, you're going to do little pulses. Option 2, you're going to begin to extend and bend that top leg. Let's do that again. Extend and bend 2 more times, so 4 in total. Extend and bend, and the last time extend, and you're gonna stay here, and you're gonna rock your hips back, bring the foot forwards, and then bring it back to the center, and again, rock the hips back, bring the foot forwards, bring it back to the center. 2 more, foot forwards, hips back, and back to center, foot forwards, hips back, back to center. Now tap the toe all the way down. We're gonna lift the leg up and down 4 times to that side tilt position for 4. And let's go for 3. And we do 2. And the last one, 1. And try to see if you can balance. And then place the hand back down and lower down. And that exercise is great to strengthen your glutes on the standing leg as well as the working leg. And make sure to repeat it on the second side. So once again, we have the same elbow as the knee that's on the block and one hand on the floor. We begin with 8 fire hydrants. Let's go for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, and we do 4 and 3 and 2, and the last one. Same thing, we're going to stay here, pulse or extend and bend. 3 and 2 and 1. And now we're going to tap the foot down and back up. And 3 and back up. 2 and back up. And last one, same thing, rocking back and forth, rocking the hips back, bring the leg forward and back. And 2 and 3. This is obviously my bad side. And 4 and relax. I know that one's really difficult, so stretch out your glutes for a second. Let's move to our second exercise. So the next exercise is more of a stretch, but you're just going to take your TheraBand or your loop band on one foot and make sure that that foot is the top foot as you lay on your side. Point your bottom toe underneath, rotating it externally, turning out the top leg, and you're gonna pull it with the opposite hand and pull it down just to stretch out your inner thighs. And you're going to hold this for about 1 minute. And this just, again, stretches your inner thighs. Make sure that your leg can go high enough because it's easier to be more flexible before you do a side tilt. Although a side tilt, you are tilting your pelvis, it's not square like in a ballet class where you do à la seconde. You still need to have some level of flexibility in order for it to look clean and for it to be executed properly. So once about 1 minute's over, you can go ahead, do the second side, same thing, and same thing. Externally rotate the bottom leg, point the top toe and bring it down closer towards your head with your opposite hand, and try to keep balance. And you would hold this for about 1 minute as well. Now for this last exercise, I would highly recommend wearing ankle weights as well as standing on a block. You're going to be either standing on the block, or if you don't have a block, you can stand flat foot. You're going to be standing turned out on the block or turned out on a flat foot in a first position. Just like you're doing développé in class, you're going to take your toe to your knee, opening your knee in your passe retiré. You're going to slide the same arm as your leg underneath your hamstring to pull the knee up without lifting the hip. Once you've got that, you're going to begin to set the hips a little bit sideways and back, bringing the body forwards and the knee forwards, and then you're going to bring it back. You're going to do that a couple of times with the hand, and then once you feel comfortable, you can let go, take the arm up or wherever's comfortable, and do the same thing. Really working on strength and stability in the supporting leg, simultaneously tilting the hips to be on top of one another while keeping the leg as close to your body as possible, because as soon as that leg drops and goes far away, this is the line that you get. Or if you find that your side tilts are a bit like this and they're not as flat as you'd like, that's usually the case why. You have to keep that knee close towards your body before you go into a true side tilt, so that when you go into your side tilt, it looks very flat and clean. So thank you for joining me today, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. Don't forget to do that third exercise. I'd say about 8 times. So 4 times with your hand, 4 times without. After this, have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. Happy dancing. And until next time.